Our historic snowstorm is finally coming to an end, but still a lot of snow has really fell across the Wiregrass. Road conditions are very, very dangerous. You just heard that up in Dale County, we do have up to 40 people stranded due to accidents we're seeing. This is why we tell people not to travel. You start seeing stuff like people sliding off of roads. We start seeing trailers to jackknife, and this is why we tell you guys stay inside and don't travel unless you absolutely have to. And even if you don't get into an accident, now unfortunately you are stranded, and sometimes it's hard for emergency services to get some help. Now, snow totals, these are radar estimated. These have actually grown. Now we're seeing 6 to 7 inches, but we have actually some preliminary reports of up to 8.8 inches in areas of Coffee County, up to 8 inches near Midland City, 6 inches near Midland City as well, and even places near Pansy as well, getting up to 8 inches. So a good, really widespread 6 to 8 inches of snow did fall, close to 9 inches near Coffee and Dale counties. So this heavy snow is now coming to an end, but this will probably be known as a once-in-a-lifetime event and probably be known as the blizzard of 2025 that did occur over Louisiana, and the large-scale southeast snowstorm of 2025 that occurred across much of the Gulf Coast, getting snow reports as far south as Tallahassee, Florida, and even up to 6 inches of snow in the Panama City area, at least by radar estimate. This is something that most of us have never seen before, at least this far down south. Now, low temperatures since midnight have been at 24 degrees, but now the only thing that we still have to worry about is just some snow, but that now is going further down, as snow will begin to subside, at least in our far eastern counties, as now we're seeing mainly some flurries, maybe some backside flurries in certain areas, but now just the last edge of Houston County and even near Early County, snow is finally coming to an end. But if you're near Cottonwood, you're also near Lucy, you're probably still getting that moderate to heavy snow. Temperatures right now still around 25 degrees, 23 further up north near Greenville. Wind chills very, very low. Feels like 13 degrees in Dothan, feels like 13 in Greenville, and even feels like 17 in Geneva. And this will continue to go down. But one thing that is the good news is since the snow has stopped, visibility has greatly improved across areas of the Wiregrass. Now, I do see visibility is low near Geneva and Enterprise. Now, another thing that could be a hazard is if the winds are gusty. We talk about blowing snow. Sometimes if the snow is very light and fluffy, the wind will blow the snow, and that will kind of reduce visibility as well. Road temperatures are well below freezing, so since road temperatures are very, very low, you're not going to see any of this snow melt probably until the sun comes up. So the good news is that we are seeing that the snow maybe could melt a little bit, at least on those roadways, but on those grassy surfaces, we're not expecting anything to melt anytime soon due to the fact that temperatures are going to be below freezing tomorrow. The hour-by-hour road temperatures are showing maybe road temps in the 50s. That's highly dependent if they treat the roads, if they plow the roads, and how much sunshine we get. Now, the bad news is once that snow melts, we're going to go right back below freezing tomorrow, which means a lot of that water that did melt is going to freeze back over. That's when you worry about black ice and some of those other factors. Now, the same thing could happen for your Thursday going into your Friday, and this is why. Even though it's 11 p.m., I do think, like I said, that backside snow will help, that those backside flurries will come to an end. But another thing that we do need to talk about is sometimes snow can help with those drought conditions. We're almost back to normal when it comes to that precipitation and that rainfall, which means that could substantially help some of the drought conditions that we were seeing across the Wiregrass, still under moderate drought conditions in certain areas. Now, we did have some scattered power outages across the region. It does look like that has been restored. Now, further down to the south, where they had a little bit more of that freezing rain and sleet, you see a little bit more power outages closer to the Florida Panhandle. Low temperatures tonight are expected to be in the teens, maybe as low as 13 degrees in some areas, and wind chills could be an issue as well. So since snow is coming to an end a little bit faster than expected, it might be able to help us warm up maybe a tad bit more, which means that maybe we could see a couple of inches maybe melt tomorrow. But I think those roadways could improve at least for your afternoon and evening. Not saying to go out on those roads, pay attention and stay here at WDHN to focus on those road conditions as we will warm up. But like I said, still going to remain below freezing. Now, that winter storm warning will eventually expire overnight tonight, but that extreme cold warning does not expire until 9 a.m. because wind chills will be expected to be in the single digits. Low temperatures will eventually rise back up, probably into the upper teens for your Thursday. Once we get towards your Friday and Saturday, we're still going to spend a good 3 to 4 nights below 25 degrees, which could be damaging to your pipes. This is why we said If you can run your water, please do that tonight and maybe even tomorrow and Friday, just to prevent any damage, and make sure you bring those pets inside. And once we get towards your Sunday and Monday, especially your Monday, we're going to finally see those temperatures above freezing, at least low temperatures across the Wiregrass, and see some semblance of a warm up. So I know we went through a lot, but one thing is that moderate to heavy snow is now ending, which means as we transition into your Wednesday, maybe some lingering flurries, but now that that snow has moved out a little bit earlier, I am expecting pretty much sunny skies, maybe some partly cloudy skies. But at the end of the day, this was a very, very historic event, and this actually is going to bring temperatures down. Now that the snow is over, this historic snow, history-making snow, even quadrupling maybe some records, we got to deal with the cold, cold weather for maybe a couple more days than expected.
Yeah.
But, you know,